Back in September, Megadeth guitarist Kiko Loureiro announced that he had to temporarily step away from the band due to family reasons, being temporarily replaced by the excellent Teemu Mäntysaari. Since his temporary departure, there's been quite a bit of speculation as to whether or not Kiko will actually return to the band, and now he has released a statement addressing his future plans with Megadeth. Let's discuss. Earlier today, Kiko addressed his future with Megadeth, releasing the following statement on social media. Dear Megadeth fans, I want to share with you a decision that hasn't been easy for me. In September, I had to step away from the U.S. leg of the tour for family reasons. Looking ahead during 2024, we anticipate an even heavier touring schedule for Megadeth. After thorough reflection and discussions with Dave Mustaine and Megadeth's management, we have collectively agreed that it is the right move to extend my absence. I don't want to hinder any of the band's plans or the hard work of all the incredible people involved in the tour. My 9 years with Megadeth have been an unbelievable journey filled with countless pinch-me moments. Unforgettable tours, a Grammy Award for Dystopia, a Grammy nomination, and various accolades for the sick, the dying, and the dead are just a few of the highlights. It is hard to put into words the magnitude of these experiences. I am sure any heavy metal fan can appreciate how incredible it is to play and create music in a band you grew up listening to, and to share the stage with a guitar legend like Dave Mustaine, along with phenomenal musicians like James Lomenzo and Dirk Verbeuren, not to mention our incredible crew. However, the most cherished aspect of these 9 years has been getting to know the incredible army of devoted Megadeth fans around the world. Your dedication is inspiring, and I have immense admiration and respect for all of you. Much love. See you soon. Now, I don't know about you, but to me at least, this feels a little bit more like a farewell, and not so much it's something like a "we'll be back," or in this case, an "I'll be back." Personally speaking, I'm a fan of Kiko's. He's been very, very well received by Megadeth fans. But by this point, any actual fan of the band knows that Megadeth is really just Dave Mustaine and a revolving door of other musicians for the most part. Obviously, Ellefson has been in and out of the bands a few times. Probably not likely to return after that whole J.O. ordeal, which, again, a little weird to say the least, but certainly not grounds to fire him, in my opinion, especially after it came out that it was consensual, the girl was of age and all that. And obviously James Lomenzo has returned to fill the spot. Drummer Dirk Verbeuren has certainly been with the band for a while now. I don't foresee him exiting the band anytime soon, but it is Megadeth. Who knows? Kiko's current replacement, Teemu Mäntysaari from Winter Sun and Smackbound, he's been extremely well received by not only Megadeth fans, but also Dave Mustaine as well, the boss. In a recent interview with Ultimate Guitar, Mustaine was asked about the possibility of not only working with former guitarist Marty Friedman again, who's obviously jammed live with the band a couple of times in recent months, but also doing a new record and a tour with him, to which Mustaine replied, "I don't know. It's a very interesting idea. Marty is a really talented person. I don't know for sure, but I think this is an area where I need to just talk with my partner and see how he feels about having another guitar player come up there and jam. Because sometimes guys get their feelings hurt, and I don't know that that's possible between Kiko and Marty, because I think they both have a really high admiration of each other. But more importantly than what I do with Marty right now is what I'm going to do with Kiko, because I love the guy and I want him to get whatever he's going through worked out." And fortunately, he had mentioned the name of a guy, Teemu Mäntysaari. Teemu came out and he was prepared. Like I said, I don't know when Kiko is coming back. He won't be back for this run. He's at home and he's soldiering on, for a lack of a better term, and working through whatever it is he needs to get through. Out of respect for him, I didn't pry and ask exactly what it was, because it's really none of my business unless he tells me. But I think for any of the fans that are going to say, "How's it going to sound? What's it going to be like?" Don't worry. I've picked good guitar players in the past and I trained them well. Teemu is very capable of playing these songs. In fact, we're adding new songs to the set. That is really exciting too. I wish Kiko the very best. I love him, and I hope to get some good news from him soon. Look, I love Marty Friedman just as much as the next guy, but Personally, I don't see him ever permanently rejoining the band. Maybe they do a tour together. Maybe he plays some songs on a future Megadeth record at some point down the road. But I don't think Friedman will ever be a full-fledged member of Megadeth ever again. He appears to be far more than content doing his thing in Japan. I mean, the guy's like a fucking A-list celebrity over there, has been for some time. And above all, I think he enjoys playing with Mustaine, but I don't think he enjoys working for Mustaine. Megadeth is less of a band and more of a, Dave Mustaine and his band type of thing. While Mustaine sounds at least somewhat open to a possible return of Kiko, my gut tells me that he prefers to have Teemu in the band. Not only has he previously compared Teemu's playing to that of Marty Friedman's, but as he mentioned in that Ultimate Guitar interview, Megadeth has also been able to add more songs into their set due to Teemu's playing abilities, with Dave recalling in a interview last month with an Idaho radio station, people are losing their minds over how things are going right now because we have a really good chemistry together. We've got a bunch of songs from our catalog that we're playing, a bunch of new songs too. We've been able to add a bunch of songs to the set because Teemu was a metal fan. Kiko did not grow up baptized in metal. Like the show we did a couple of nights ago, we opened with Hangar 18, and then we followed it up with Mechanics. We've never done that before, so it's a pretty heavy beginning. And we've added a second track off the new album with Soldier On, and we're getting ready to add a third. I still have yet to see Megadeth live with Teemu. The last time I saw them was right around this time last year on the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead tour. But the footage I've seen of Teemu is just great. He's an absolutely incredible player, and most importantly for him, he seems to be making Mustaine happy, at least for now. Definitely a fan of Kiko's as well, and wish him all the best with whatever it is that he's dealing with, but I most certainly would not be surprised if Teemu continued on with the band. I really feel that a lineup change, a permanent lineup change, should be expected at this point. But that said, if Megadeth continues on with Teemu, I will certainly be very curious, as will everybody else, to see what he's able to bring to the table in a writing sense for a possible new Megadeth album, but I guess time will tell. All right, though, I gotta run. My fiance is waiting to have my warheads on her forehead, so I gotta go. But thanks so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time.